When you arrive at a campground to connect to the utilities, one thing you don't know is if the water pressure is within a safe operating range for an RV. This is why we use a water pressure regulator when hooking up to any water source, and why you should as well. RV plumbing isn't as strong as traditional house plumbing and can typically only handle somewhere between 45 and 65 psi safely. Usually anything over this puts you in danger of blowing a water line in your RV that could be very expensive to fix and could cause extensive damage and be a huge inconvenience. Be sure to check with your RV manufacturer for the specific PSI for your RV, as some RVs can handle higher pressure and some older models have a lower PSI limit. Something that I always do before connecting our RV to the water source is to run water from the faucet to flush anything out that might be in the faucet. There can be dirt, insects, or lots of other things in the faucet if it has been unused for a while. There are several different brands and styles of water pressure regulators, and we have owned most of them, including the basic inline pressure regulator. One thing to note about this type of regulator is that it is preset to a specific PSI and cannot be adjusted. Many complain that this style of regulator also limits the water flow in addition to regulating the pressure. We currently use an adjustable pressure regulator by RV Aqua that allows us to dial in the pressure we want and has a gauge to provide a visual on the current pressure. This pressure regulator, like most, came preset at 45 psi. There is a difference of opinion on where to place the pressure regulator on your RV. Personally, I connect it to the park faucet before the water hose to regulate the pressure before the water even enters the hose. I added a couple of things to our water connection setup to make things easier, and I want to share those with you as well. I added quick connectors for our hose to make setup and breakdown faster. Rather than having to screw in and unscrew the hose each time, it's just a simple pull and click to attach or detach the hose. I also added a two-way splitter after the regulator. This serves a couple of purposes. It allows me to connect an additional water hose if needed, and it also serves as a pressure release for when I disconnect the hose. Even when you turn off the water faucet, there's still pressure in the hose, and the splitter allows me to release the pressure within the hose so I don't get sprayed with water when disconnecting everything. There are a few things to keep in mind when using a water pressure regulator. Be sure to check your RV's specific water pressure rating and don't exceed the maximum number. Make sure the pressure regulator you choose is lead-free and safe for drinking water, as well as making sure your hose is drinking water safe as well. Also, I have heard of many who wind up leaving their regulators on the campground faucet by accident, so don't forget to take your pressure regulator with you when you pack up to get back on the road. Until next time, thanks for watching, and bye for now.